Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Ashley and welcome to Ashley's Roses. Today I am starting a new series on my channel called Breathe and Read. So for those who don't know, I have cystic fibrosis and it is a genetic lung condition. So basically what that means is that my body produces an overload of mucus, making it really thick and sticky, and it will block the different passageways and ducts of the different organs, preventing them from working properly. So I have to do breathing treatments with my Monarch. This is a Monarch vest. So basically it has like these little pulsating things right here, which is basically before this existed, you would have to like get pat on the back. And then they used to have like, well, they still have them, but I used to have what's called the vest, and it would fill up with air through these tubes and like shake me really hard. And so basically that sensation loosens the mucus and makes it easier for me to cough it up, get out of my lungs, and make it easier for me to breathe. As I got older, the Monarch came out, which is cordless. You can walk around with it, and it's amazing. But I still like to sit down and read a book or sit down and work on things. So basically it just pulsates in the different areas, either very soft or aggressively, and again helps loosen the areas where there's mucus and such and causes you to cough up that gunk. I don't use my Monarch as much as frequently as I used to because of different medications that have come out over the years. However, when it's allergy season, so spring, or usually in springtime with all the pollen, dust, molds, and since I live in LA, especially in summer, and actually a good chunk of the time when there's smog, when it gets really, really bad in the air, or during fire season in California, when there's fires, my lungs are a little bit more sensitive, so I do have to do breathing treatments. And when I do breathing treatments, I like to sit and read a book. Well, I've been trying to be more consistent about that. Usually I'll work on stuff, edit videos, watch YouTube videos, watch movies, and sometimes I do, and that's great. But this year I've really been trying to get more consistent in reading books, and so far that's been working. But I thought, to keep me consistent and accountable of reading my books, start a series called Breathe and Read and do like a little book club. So this isn't just for people with CF. Like, would love to hear what books you guys are reading because I'm always looking for new recommendations. And then if you have CF, tell me what books you're reading during your breathing treatments. Because, you know, I think we all know the struggle of sitting still for a while and getting bored. So I thought I would share what books I'm currently reading or what's on my TBR list. I forgot my Kindle. Hold on. So I'm not going to do my breathing treatment in this video because it's very hard to breathe. It's very hard to talk. So if I have my Monarch on and I'm not breathing any medication, I sound like SpongeBob. But if I have my nebulizer all plugged in, I'm inhaling important medication, so talking with that does not mix well. But after I do this video, I'm going to get started on my breathing treatment. So let's jump into what books I've been reading. I'll start with my Kindle. This is my Kindle of the Paperwhite. I forgot what edition. The case, it came from Market by Maeri. And it has Lizzie McGuire on it, and it's really cute. Let's see here. The last book I was reading on here is Loved One by Loved One by Aisha Moir, I think that's how you say her last name. I was recommended this book on TikTok, Book Talk. And it's kind of one of those recommendations of, if you like Olivia Dean, you would like this book. I do like Olivia Dean's music, so I'm like, yeah, sure. Started reading it in January. Fell in love with it. And then I've been grieving since January, and reading a book about grief and loss when I'm kind of going through that at the same time was not ideal. So I did have to put pause on the book, but I can say from the 11% of the book that I've from the 11% of the book I've read, I genuinely love it so much, but I'm just currently not ready to return to it, but it's really good. So yeah. There's other books. I have so many other books on my Kindle, but that's the one I was like genuinely reading. So when I'm ready, that is on my TBR list to finish. There are other books on my Kindle, but save that for another day. So now let's get to the actual hardback books. So I've been reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've also been listening to it as well, because sometimes, like if I'm at a good point, but then I have to go commute, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to put the book down. I'll listen to the audiobook. So I've been reading this one. I don't know. I lost my place. I'm on chapter 19. Oh, in Dear Loved One, or whatever the book was called. That one I'm on Loved One I'm on chapter 4. But on Book Lovers, I'm on chapter 19. And this one, my friend gave me. She said it's a really good, chill book. I have thoroughly been enjoying this book. It's a good, like, don't need to think about it type of book. So far I'm liking it. So yeah, I'm like right here. Pretty much past the halfway point. So far I'm liking it. It's kind of like the one if I want to take a break from a book or need something easy. This is my first introduction to Emily Henry. I really want to read more of her books because I really want to meet people we meet on vacation because of the film on Netflix. So no, I've not seen the film yet because I am a book before film type of girl. But yeah. Next, I have not been able to put this book down. I'm at the halfway point, and that is Time After Time by Daughtry. It is really good. So if you guys are not familiar with who Mikki Daughtry is, she's a screenwriter for 5 Feet Apart. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you would know how much that film and book means to me. She's written the book with Rachel Lippincott, and she's written After All This Time, and I genuinely love her writing style, but this is fully Mikki Daughtry, like herself, her own, not with Rachel. Like you could get the sense of like Rachel's writing in all the other books, but then once Rachel started doing her own books, you got an idea of what her books were like, and then now I'm getting a feel of what Mikki's books are like without Rachel. So it's really, what I think it is, there's so much detail, but like important detail. And not where it's like an overly amount of detail about scenes and characters and such, like just the right amount. And it just pulls you in. This book is so good. I just can't put it down. And that's all I'm going to say right now. But it's good. It's really good. Now, moving on to books that are on my to be read. In case you didn't know, I jump around with books. I go from book to book to book. If I get bored of one, I'll go to the other. And like Loved One, you know, I had to set that down, start a new book. It was hard for me to find a book to start because before Loved One, I had this huge book haul. 80% of them all deal with grief. And I'm like, I can't read about grief right now. So that's how I started Book Lovers, which has a little bit of grief, but not a lot. Time after time. No. So that's how I started reading these. But it was very difficult for me to find a book to read after a loved one that was just as good. So that's how I started reading those. But now for my TBR, my to be read book or list. You all know that Laura Taylor Namey is one of my top favorite YA authors. I've done reviews on A Cuban Girl's Guide to Teen Tomorrow. Did I do my review to Hurricane and Heartbreak? Gosh, I don't know if I did or not. But I've done reviews on her books in the past. I have all her books. Have I read all her books? No. I'm making my way down the line. But when this came out, If We Never End, you guys, it's so pretty. And not only that, look at the sprayed edges. It's so pretty. And not only that. Look inside. Isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful. Then, you guys. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's so pretty. This is Laura Taylor Namey's first time writing a book with magic. And I'm so excited. So excited. So, yeah. And then, we have a little unboxing. This is from The New Romantics. There's a little thank you card in here. But I pre-ordered a book. First, I'll open this because this will be a hint to what it is. Oh my gosh, it's a scarf. This is so cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. You guys, I pre-ordered a book, and the one, the only, debut New York Times best-selling author signed it. Sasha E. Sloan. If you guys don't know who Sasha is, like, no, but for real. She is the creator of Noble House of Black, the series, TikTok series. I interviewed her for my podcast. She is Miss Utah. Okay. What else can I say? She's just honestly, she's such an icon. And she set out to right the ruins beneath us. And, you know, it's very hard to convince me to read something fantasy of a completely new world. But the amount of work that she put into this, I feel like it'll be a world that I can understand. You guys, look at the cover. It's so pretty. I love it. And look at that. That is just stunning. And stunning. Wait. Sprayed edges. See that? Gorgeous. Autograph. You guys. This is the year of books. I'm so excited. We got some amazing books to read. And I'm really, really excited, and I'll definitely give my rating. I don't think I'll do a review. I take that back. I may change my mind. I may do a review, but it's very rare for me to do reviews because I struggle with doing reviews. But yeah, so these are the books I'm reading, and these are the books that I will be reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Welcome to the first episode in the series, Breathe and Read book club. So I'm going to do my Monarch now. I'm going to do my breathing treatment, and I'm going to read time after time. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at ashleys.roses. Subscribe for more content, lifestyle, film, engagement, and whatever else I decide to post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!